what I was trying to say, wow, this is crazy. I'm getting all these things popping up on my screen,
That
so it's
that
very
happens now
distracting.
on Zoom. Anytime it's being recorded.
Yeah, wow. Okay, it's going to be recorded a bunch of times. So just how gratifying it is, and how excited we are where we're at. I mean, we've been here 11 years now, and the excitement, enthusiasm still there. And I just reflect back on maybe why you said yes. For us, it was just a culmination of a bunch of different things. That was a culmination of, the price of the products, the exclusivity, the patents, the research, the studies. It's just so exciting to be in a company that has all this. And I mean, really, I think we're just scratching the surface. There's so much to be done. So just wanted to get on real quick because the kids are in the pool and Carla's by herself. So I'm going to jump back out there. But I just wanted to say congratulations, have a ball. And whenever there is an incentive, go for it. Just go for it. Just, close your eyes and just start dialing and contacting people. And just tell them, hey, I need a little help. I'm trying to get to this. I'm trying to get, to Cabo on a trip or wherever you're going. But you'll have the best memories, and hopefully it'll create that additional enthusiasm, belief, and excitement when you get together with everybody. And that's what these incentive trips are all about, is just getting together with your teams, with your, I like to say, that your entire organization. I don't like the term upline, downline. We're all one big family and just helping one another. But it has really been an amazing trip, and I'm just very, very grateful to everyone. And anything I can ever do, I just want to make myself available. So I'm turning it back over to, I guess, Sean and Michelle. So thank you and congratulations to all of you. I hope you have just a great time. And they're silent.
He said he started over.
Oh.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Hi, Sean.
hey, Stu.
Hi, Michelle.
Stu's got a pool party.
Yeah,
I like the pool party idea.
Yeah, pool party. Yep.
I love it. I love it. Well, we definitely have learned over and over and over from Stu and all of our mentors in this business that is the one consistent thing that you can do for your business that will help you generate results in the long run is absolutely go for everything. And sometimes you make it, sometimes you won't. But at the end of the day, even going for it and not making it is going to be better than not going for it to begin with. So definitely, as corporate releases stuff, as the team releases stuff, just do what it takes to put yourself in a position to do it. And I think one of the biggest lessons out of this one was don't ever give up, because you don't know at the last second if there is going to be a change that all of a sudden might put you really, really close to qualifying for Cabo. So our organization, for example, probably went from about 5 qualifiers to over 20 because of the changes in the rules. And that was a big learning lesson for us, is we should have, kept hammering home the point of, where people were at, getting that next point, because every single point really, really, truly mattered as soon as they changed a little bit of the qualification on June 25th. So super, super proud of everybody. Performance Club, you got this. It's just been a fun time to see this over the last year and a half of people doing that consistent effort to get 2 new people and 100 in new volume. And I'm telling you that achievement is incredible. And when you consistently do that, your business will eventually get the people that are going to help double, triple, quadruple the volume that you have. So super excited to have everybody on here, but I don't want to take a ton of time because we have amazing people that we want to hear from here.
Yes. And I'll just add just one last thing to that, outside of going for every single incentive. Every single incentive and promotion, you guys, includes Performance Club.
Yes.
Right? It includes You Got This Club. It includes the 5 for 5. So we want that culture and that zest for going after. We start there, we celebrate big. We go to the next one, we celebrate big. And we just keep that. If we constantly have that, that mindset and that culture created, that is what we go for every single month. What fun. And I don't know if anybody else had a ton of fun here at the end of the month, but that was a blast. And I love going to bed after 2:00 in the morning on the last day of the month. So who wants to go to bed late with me at the end of every month and rock people's lives out? Yes. So sorry, you guys, we were having internet problems. The computer restarted, so we were a couple minutes late. So it was a little crazy. We don't have our normal we're just our crazy selves today. But Tanya, I know, did you guys discuss things at the very beginning with gorgeous Crystal?
No, not yet.
Oh,
so
you want to just take it over real quick?
Yes, I'm not going to say too much because I'll cry, but she just, I just wanted her to share with you guys. Crystal's a Performance Club earner. Oh my God.
Here we go.
Ah!
Water the tree.
I'm so proud of her. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
I love that because it just shows how much you care.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to use my mask. She's a Performance Club earner for the first time. And it's a really big flipping deal because she has an amazing story. Because she's been in for a while. So, Crystal,
Save her.
share and take me. Save
She's
me.
making me cry now. Oh my gosh.
Yay,
So-
Crystal. Woohoo.
So I originally joined LifeVantage in 2014. So I've been in a long time. And I initially I did pretty well with like, my immediate family and things like that. But I couldn't get past the fear of talking to people. And so I quit for 6 years. I think it's been about 6 years. And but I was always on the sidelines. I believe in the product, and I've been taking it, and I believe I'll take it for every day of the rest of my life. And I just always was like, well, maybe someday, I wish I could be that person. I'm just not outgoing. Like, I wish I could do that, but it's just not for me. And I've been doing a lot of like self-development through the years, and finally I was just like, why can't I do this? I can at least try, and so I started doing it again, and I'm still scared. I'm still like nervous about talking to people, but I just decided that I need to do it anyway, and I'm just gonna push myself to do it anyway. And like the biggest lesson that I've learned is like, there's never going to be a good time. You're never going to be perfect. There's never going to be a perfect like time to do it. Like, I think about if I had just done it 6 years ago, where in the heck could I be right now? But, I'm starting from the bottom, and it's okay, because that's my story. That's where I am at. But, it's just like so much wasted time. I could have done more, but yeah, I guess I don't ever want anybody to like do that, do what I did. Like, don't wait, like just do it scared, So that's my story.
Do it scared. I love that.
That's great. That's great.
So true.
Yeah.
We can all do more.
Yes.
And what
Yeah.
a story that's going to be when you walk that stage the first time as a Pro 7, Elite Pro 7, telling that story, and you're going to empower, inspire, motivate so many people that are sitting way in the back, right? They're petrified and they're like, I can never get on that stage. I mean, that's what I said. I said, I can never get on that stage. Like, I'm deadly afraid of public speaking, right? But
Yeah.
so when you tell that story, it's just going to empower people they can do it. They can overcome their fears. It's so beautiful.
Exactly.
Crystal.
Thank
And if
you.
That's-
you did it
that's really one of
to
the
get in
best
this,
parts.
you can do it month after month and again, and it's those exact same steps. Like, I remember in the beginning being told everything you ever wanted is on the other side of your comfort zone. So Crystal, we are so freaking proud of you, and just keep bumping up against that comfort zone and bust on through, girl, because we are freaking proud of you.
Woohoo. We have another newbie on here also, first time qualifier, Dr. Jessica Bueller. Do you want to introduce your friend Roxanne?
Can you hear me? I'm in a
Yep.
hotel room with 7 people, so hopefully it's not loud in the background. Hi. Oh, hi. So Roxy, this is her first time on here. She's probably gonna kill me for introducing her, but she is seriously a rock star. Odessa has to say hi.
Hi.
She is such a driven person and authentically shares. And this is her first time in the pool or in the You Got This Club. So I don't know if she's willing to say any tips on how she got her 2 people or not. But if you are, Roxy, if you can unmute and talk, you don't have to show your face if you don't want to.
We're gonna see her face too. Come on, Roxy, tell us
Come
how you did
on,
it.
Roxy.
Roxy, Jess has been raving over you. Let's hear a tip. Come on, girl.
Roxy,
I told you she's
Roxy.
probably gonna kill me. Come
Over to the
on, just
auction
talk.
Take her later.
Come on,
you'll be-
Roxy.
Well, maybe she's can't unmute or is having technical difficulties.
Well, plan on seeing her again on this call for
Oh,
sure.
I
For
think-
sure.
Unmute. Can we unmute her as a host? Oh, wait, and now it shows you're unmuted, Roxy.
Did it
said
work
her
now?
thing- Yes, go, Roxy. Wait,
no,
nope,
it
that was
still
you,
shows
Jess.
muted.
Is it still just
Yeah, I
me?
thought she was- Yep, she's having technical difficulties. Well, we're
As a
excited
host,
to
can
have
we
you.
unmute her?
We are excited to have you here, and let this be the first of many, many, many. There are people on here that from the start of these clubs have gotten have made it every single month. So that is so incredible and inspiring. Anyone else on here for the first time that we might have missed?
Roxy said she can't unmute. She said, my thing won't unmute.
Aw.
Lower left-hand
Okay.
corner.
Hey, I got a quick question for Addie Sue. I know we had her on before, but Addie, you had like 1 million people enrolled. Was that all from, how did you enroll so many so fast? Wasn't that June? Oh,
Can
Addie.
unmute. Nobody can
Hi,
unmute.
there we go.
She's got a goat
I'm
there.
unmuted. There you go. This is my
Goats.
company tonight.
Dirk, we got the goat hookup.
Here you go. This is Jerry. I think it was the month of June, Carrie, and I guess my encouragement is to think
Okay,
outside the
don't be, well, tell them how many you really enrolled. Give them some idea. They don't have any idea how many we're talking.
Michelle, Mary Beth, who's on to help me. Did I enroll like 60-ish maybe?
60.
And this is before the 25th of the month, not counting personal care. It was like a crazy number. And Maria's like, she had a meeting. I'm like, but she enrolled 60 from the meeting. Like, that's pretty darn good. So I want to hear.
Didn't all come from the meeting. Didn't all come from one meeting, for sure. But I
She
have been
had
in health
like
and wellness.
12 shares and she just busted and worked hard. She had a meeting where she set up a bunch of people in an office that wanted to get activated. She just literally shares every single day. She's totally coachable. She wants the information. She puts people in 3-way chats like mad. She's out doing, she's doing what she's doing right now and video streaming and talking to people. She's mowing yards on the riding lawnmower and talking to people and just connecting and she just goes and she sees it and she wants it. And it's just really super, super inspiring.
And she went from Pro 1 to Pro 4 in the same month. And I can tell you what she did was she came and she said, what do I need to do to hit Pro 4?
Yep.
What do I need to do to go to Cabo?
Yep.
And as soon as we road mapped it, she just put it into action and she didn't give up until she got what she wanted.
And it was at a point when she enrolled where Cabo, before all the things came, it would have been like, yes, you can do it. But we said it's going to take massive, massive action like you've never had in your life. So how bad do you want it?
And you have to hit 4 to do it.
And you have to
So
hit
you
4 to
got to
do
go from Pro 1 to Pro 4 this month to make it happen. And
Yeah.
she did it.
Yeah. So sorry, Addie, we started talking
Holy
for you, but
smokes,
yeah,
That's not
Didn't do it
inspiration.
without massive support. So
she's
thank you to the Pose and Mary Beth and everybody. I reached out to Maria, Joanne. I mean, the list goes on and on. I used every resource that I was given.
Yeah.
And so I would encourage everyone to do that as well. Because when they say they'll help you, they will.
And I think if you guys listen to the Monday call, and then we had, we were talking with them the other day, Corey and Megan, who also earned Cabo, they said they wish they would have utilized and known that the team was a lot more there for them in the very beginning as well. And they just said, I just want everybody to always know to reach out, because it really, really does make a difference when we're all working together. And I can tell you, it was one of the hardest things for me to reach out, because I always felt that everybody was busy. Right. And then Carrie and Maria were like, we see you putting in orders, but we're not hearing from you. What's going on? So just always, always remember that as you go for Performance Club, you got this 5 for 5 and all of these incentives. But we really want to respect time. And I know we are wanting to honor and get everybody excited as well that earned Cabo and the first time with Cabo. And I know Kathy Enking was going to share. And then I think Gloria too, any quick business tips that people can take away from this. And we just, again, congratulate the heck out of you guys. It's beautiful. Go ahead, Kathy, if you're there.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. All right. So I have been with LifeVantage for about 8 years now. And this is my first trip that I've earned. And I am super excited. And yeah. And so how I did it. Well, so I spent about the first day really just getting my head on straight. Like, okay, how am I going to do this? Mapped it out. And I basically just, nothing rocket science, you guys, just reached out to all my customers, all my active and inactive customers, all my distributors, everybody that I had talked to over the last, let's say, few months or so in going for the Cabo trip. Now, here's the thing. I mean, a couple months ago, I kind of got a little deflated, I have to say, because I thought, my second business center isn't going to hit that Pro 4 mark, which is what I needed. So, like a lot of people, I kind of gave up. I kind of just was like, all right, this is maybe not going to happen. And the other thing that happened was that my husband and I took a trip to Cabo back in May. And so I was like, well, maybe that was my Cabo trip. But then, it's not the same. It's not like going to Cabo with, a group of people that you've just been working hard with for the last 8 years. And I'm so thrilled. I think the company is just so generous to have rolled this incentive out for us and to give us that opportunity. And when Sean said, you got 5 points, you can do this. I just got to work, and I worked pretty much straight for 5 days. And I think I was the last person on the phone with my account manager that night. And I didn't even know if I got the trip for sure when I went to sleep. In fact, I didn't even sleep. Like, I think I slept 1 hour. And then, I found out in the morning that I had earned it. So yeah, it was.
Yeah, she was one of those 2 a.m. people that we were texting with, which is so incredible.
Like, what are you doing up, Michelle?
I think at 2:30 we said, just go to bed.
Yeah.
We will text you in the morning.
Yeah.
Yep.
So amazing.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Woo-hoo. Gloria, you there? Just, if you can for a moment, share your story of when you decided and how that happened. And everybody, please take note to this and apply it for yourself. And remember, when you're going for things or when you're encouraging your teams, the stories that you're learning tonight, this is about connection. So it's about building that belief and building that community. So share these stories with your teams. And when somebody's going for it and maybe they're lacking the belief and we have to help them in that area, bring them to one of these gorgeous souls that earned it and help them, build that belief within the connection. Sorry, Gloria, go for it.
That's okay. Thank you. Thank you. And so I guess this entire time, I was not looking at going to Cabo until, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Until Tanya actually reached out to me on Friday. And so on the whatever day, the 25th itself. And then she's like, do you realize how close you are to going to Cabo? And I'm like, well, no, not really. And she's like, well, count with me. And so we counted up. So anyway, so I needed 2 more people to enroll. And then one of the people that did enroll didn't like as a new enrollee, a new customer, she only spent $30. And so Tanya helped me to see we had to bump that up. So she goes, are you comfortable calling her? And I said, of course. And so the odd thing is even when Tanya said that, I was like, okay, whatever. But then very quickly, my sister Julie referred someone to me. And he's like, I guess Julie says I need these things. You say I need them. So just go ahead and order them up. So then that was one. And then I just called back someone else that I had talked with a month earlier. And she said, yep, call me at 4 o'clock. I'm ready to place an order. And then called that other person. So then my enrollments were already complete. And that happened at like 11:15 on Saturday evening that I kind of wound that up. And then I went and mentioned to Bill, my hubby, and he's like, well, I think you got to go for it. If Tanya says you can do it, you can probably do it. So what have you got to lose? And so then I'm like, well, okay. But then I called Tanya, of course, again to say like, can I reach out to my downline and can I actually tell them what I'm going for, that I'm actually doing this? And she's like, of course, like, reach out to them. And so that to me was very humbling for me. First of all, to even do that and let them know, not just encourage them about the products, but let them know that if I make this, that I could get to Cabo. And so then I kept texting Tanya, like every time an order placed. And so then it was Tuesday evening. I think I still had like 162 PV in those personal care things to get done. And then Wednesday morning when I woke up, I only had 62 left to do. And then I got a message through the app. I'm loving that app now because I never really did too much with the app, but I'm loving that app now, as that was really an easy way for me to see my downline and also reach out to them. And anyway, so then I got like an app, whatever thing that something went on in your back office. And so I looked in here, a friend, Kristen Storm, actually had placed an order for $86. And so that was at 7:47 in the morning. So I thought it meant I should get on the jet and get to Cabo. And anyway, so yeah, so it was really good, but very humbling. And then I couldn't believe after that, how many people during that whole time, even though they placed their orders, they continued to reach out and saying, how close are you? How close are you? How close are you? And so I was overwhelmed in the end because it ended up being about 16 people in my downline, and not that everybody placed a huge order, but everybody placed small, consistent orders, and were very concerned, I guess, for me to get to Cabo. So that was, just kind of humbling for me, that to receive that back from your downline, it was just like really, I don't know, humbling for me. So that was good. And then I saw Bill's aunt came into my business for a massage. And she's like, how are you doing on it? How are you doing it? And I told her that I already had achieved Cabo. And then she said, I don't care. I'm still placing an order because I want to be a part of all of this. And so actually in the end, I had, my goal was 1,500. And then in the end, I actually got 1,675. And also another new person got going. So I actually had 16 new enrollments from January until then, and actually achieved more. So I'm grateful that Tanya reached out, and grateful that Bill said get going. So anyway,
so the power of reaching out, of knowing where your team is at, right? You guys, whether it's enrollments and looking in your back office every day, doing shout outs, let them know that you see them, that you're there for them, all of that, just the whole shebang of that. I mean, look at what's happened because people did their reach out, right? But then two, Gloria letting her team know and them finding out. I remember Carrie and Stu, when I first joined, I had no idea really who they were. I knew a little bit, but they had really not much idea of who I was. And I remember being on a motivational call, hearing that somebody was going for something. And I put in $100 order because they were asking people that day to, even if they could put in 1 bottle of Protandim. I had no clue who the person was, but I wanted to help. And I put in $100 order that day for that person, you guys. So people, we're a serving community. Everybody wants to help. So never feel bad about going out, and people want to help. When my friends are going for incentives, I always help them in other companies. So I know we want to keep this tight. I know Tanya, you wanted to say one last thing, and then Leslie and Bill, if we can close this out for you guys. Leslie and Bill, you guys, I know you guys have seen them and watched them, but they had almost 200 points for Cabo. The top tier was 40 and they had almost 200.
But listen to this, because Bill's position had 62 points, and I don't think these are final points. So he had 150% of the requirement for the top tier. And then the other position, Leslie's position, had 176 points, and it's still not finished with points yet. So between the two of them, they had over like 230 points.
Right. Yeah. So it's just really, really incredible. So if you guys can close out in here in a couple of minutes and just share, you know, tips and tricks for each day of consistency, because what they did through Cabo isn't something that they did differently, and what they do differently every single day in their business, which is a huge learning lesson for each of us. So I know we want to get going here, but Tanya, you want to say one last thing?
I just wanted to
I wish
say,
we could hear from everybody tonight.
I know, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say real quick, one thing I just want to thank you for, Michelle, that you've always taught me. I almost worry about who else I could have helped at the end when this promo came about, right? It's just not taking the finality for the finality, but going and just digging a little bit deeper, because you never know what is truly possible. Like Jeanette made it for the first time. She's been in since 2013. I just wanted to congratulate her too, because she did it within 24 hours. She made a decision, and she literally the day before had told me she needed to take a break and step back.
And I don't care what time it is, but I got one thing real quick to add. Is Sean, show us your tattoo. What's it say? Decide. So the hardest part for us, once Gloria hit it, was for us to decide for her and I to go on this trip. The work was nothing. We did it in a day. We banged out 1,500 PV in body care. That was the easy part. The hardest part was to make the decision to do it and not care what the results were going to be. So, brother, I love that tattoo. It's in the back of my head every single day. I'm going to get one somewhere else, and I'll share it with you later. But anyway, decide is the hardest part. The work is the easy part.
And this is not a maxi pad. This is a mask that I put on my eyes, just so everybody knows, okay? Want to make that clear. But I just had to shout out Jeanette too. Like, I'm going to carry Gloria and Jeanette in, one on each shoulder, because I am so flipping proud of them making their first trip. I will be the chick with one teammate on each shoulder. It's going to be so fun. And you guys, I just want to say one more thing and then I'm done. But these incentive trips, they're a vacation. Like, there are no meetings. There's no work. Like, you get, it's a vacation, and it's so cool. And I had to remind myself of that. Like, you truly get to chill by the pool. I had to tell Gloria that. She said, I don't think I've ever sat by a pool and just relaxed. This is like the first time in her life she'll get to do that. And it's because of this company and her making that decision. So I'm done, but congratulations to everybody that is going on their very first incentive trip. I can't wait to watch you experience this. It's going to be so fun.
Leslie and Bill, close it out. You two absolutely light our world up. So
I don't think we really don't have a lot to say.
Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah, that's so
Thanks,
nice.
buddy.
I think for me, the only thing that I can tell you guys, the only reason that we're sitting where we are is because we show up every single day. We are consistent. There might be a lot of things that we're not. We may not follow up and stuff as much as we should, but we show up every single day for ourselves and for our customers and the people that need this business. So that's the best advice I can give you. Like, you need to work every day like you've got 5 days to Cabo, like you've got 5 days to get to wherever you're going. If you work like that consistently and front load your month, I really want to get you guys in the mode of front loading your month and working the first 15 days of the month and qualifying for whatever it is that you need to do. And then the last 15 days of the month, you get a sponsor. You get to look for distributors. You get to grow your team. And that's how growth is going to happen. So that's my 2 cents. What's yours?
My thing, and I know we're fairly new at all this, but there's not a day that goes by that when I leave this house, or even if I'm here, that I don't talk to someone about LifeVantage. Every single day. I don't care if it's one person, I don't care if it's 5 people, but somewhere in my day, and I find a way to talk about product, to talk about the opportunity, at least to someone every day. So, just, and it's amazing sometimes. I've been in a convenience store and talking to a bunch of guys before, and the next thing I know, there are 8 guys standing around. They're 80 years old. What's this Pro Tandem stuff? Yeah, I got something for you, brother. And it's just crazy, and the excitement and the enthusiasm. I think that's a big thing. But the big success story in all of this is this lady right here. She is an absolute beast. She really is. She has single-handedly just torn this apart, and she has decided. And that's the thing. It's her coming from another MLM company. I think she was a little nervous, but she's amazing.
Kyle, I'm with you too on the Decide tattoo. I think about that tattoo more than you know, Sean. And I've never wanted a tattoo in my life, but it's coming. It's coming.
Uh-oh, Cabo tattoos.
I love it. Oh.
So many amazing, incredible people on this call. And we're just so proud of everybody and the effort that you're putting into your business, and just continue, if nothing else, just that consistency. And everybody's in a different chapter. So don't compare yourself to what's happening in one person's business to what's happening in your business. As long as you're doing the right necessary actions to build your business, ITT in it, keep filling people into the pipeline, and work on that personal development as well too. I always remember Stu and Carrie telling us your business won't be bigger than you're ready for it to be. So work on yourself as well as you enjoyed the journey of building LifeVantage. So cannot wait for the day that we get to ship that goat from Addie's house out to Dirk's house. That's going to be an awesome celebration.
For those that don't know, Dirk and Sean and I have a big goat deal that has been going on since we first met him. So this is very exciting. But I second all of that. And it's just so darn beautiful. Let's just keep doing this together, you guys. Keep reaching out to your teams. Keep, doing this 5 for 500 challenges within everybody's organizations, and front loading what Leslie and Bill just said. Let's just have fun. I mean, is it not a lot more fun when we are just in complete action, right? It just is so much more fun. So Carrie and Maria, anybody else? I know we've got to get going, but congratulations, everybody. Congratulations. And as you were speaking, it just came to me one last thing while you were talking about that. I never want, I got the finger out. The comparison, you've heard is the thief of joy. So don't take anything with the comparison, right? Like Sean said, we're all on our own journey. And one of the greatest gifts that my Tony Robbins coach taught me at the beginning of every single one of our diggity darn sessions, she would ask me, Michelle, what are you proud of that you have accomplished this past week? So whether it be this past week, or ask yourself before you go to bed, or even maybe in the morning when you wake up, so that you don't wake yourself up before bed. Look back at your day from the day before and say, what am I proud of that I accomplished yesterday? And sometimes it's hard for us that are always going and going and going, because we judge ourselves, or I should have done this and I should have done that and all that. But when you take a moment to look back at what you did, what you accomplished, whether it's LifeVantage or whether it's life and just getting out of bed and getting a shower in that day because things are going on, get up and celebrate. Literally get up and celebrate, be a big dork, and jump up and down and celebrate, and let that celebration get ingrained in you, and then start your day. Every effort in your life matters to move forward. Progress equals happiness. And so we love you guys.
One last thing. I was just looking at the screen here, you guys, and I know a lot of people on the screen have had a lot of life challenges over the years that we've known you. And another person in the LifeVantage family this week became ill. And that's the one thing that I really, really love about this community, is how we come together to help support and pray and just help people through the struggles in life. And if you're not going through something right now, life usually has a path that you're not expecting that hits you. And that's the other thing is build this for the times where you need to be somewhere else, and you will have the income and the team there that's going to continue to thrive and keep going in those challenging times. So don't overestimate or underestimate, I guess, the power of what we have our hands on to build a financial source that will allow you to be where you need to be when you need to be there. So really, really hit home again this week with some of the events that we saw happen. So keep the Life Vantage family in your prayers.
Always. Yes. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. One person, big difference family. We'll see you guys in 15 minutes, and everybody else is always welcome. We're going to be on the same line. 411-123-4567 in 15 minutes. So we love you guys so much. Thank you for everything. Congratulations.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Congratulations, all you guys. Awesome job.
Thanks, Stewie.
Everybody.
Adios, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Love
you, everyone.
guys. Bye-bye.